Hello everyone, welcome to Storytime with Lorenzo. These are Dr. Seuss compilation videos. Stay tuned for fun segments at the end of each book. Our featured book today is The Cat in the Hat by Dr. Seuss. Creatively read and adapted by Lorenzo. What would you do if you were stuck inside on a rainy day? Would you like a surprise visitor? The Cat in the Hat. The sun did not shine. It was too wet to play, so he sat in the house. All that cold, wet day. I sat there with Sally. We sat there, we two. And I said, how I wish we had something to do. Too wet to go out and too cold to play ball. So we sat in the house. We did nothing at all. So all we could do was to sit. And we did not like it, not one little bit. And then something went bump. How that bump made us jump. We looked. Then we saw him step in on the mat. We looked. And we saw him, the Cat in the Hat. And he said to us, why do you sit there like that? I know it is wet, and the sun is not sunny, but we can have lots of good fun. That is funny. I know some good games we could play, said the cat. I know some new tricks, said the Cat in the Hat. A lot of good tricks. I will show them to you. Your mother will not mind at all if I do. Would you trust the Cat in the Hat to play games in your house while your mom is away? Then Sally and I did not know what to say. Our mother was out of the house for the day. But our fish said, No! Make that cat go away. Tell that Cat in the Hat you do not want to play. He should not be here. He should not be about. He should not be here when your mother is out. Now, have no fear. Have no fear, said the cat. My tricks are not bad, said the Cat in the Hat. Why, we can have lots of good fun, if you wish, with a game that I call Up with a Fish. Put me down, said the fish. This is no fun at all. Put me down, said the fish. I do not wish to fall. Have no fear, said the cat. I will not let you fall. I will hold you up high as I stand on a ball with a book on one hand and a cup on my hat. But that is not all I can do, said the cat. Look at me. Look at me now, said the cat. With a cup and a cake on the top of my hat, I can hold up 2 books. I can hold up the fish and a little toy ship and some milk on a dish. And look, I can hop up and down on the ball. But that is not all. Oh no. That is not all. Look at me now. It is fun to have fun, but you have to know how. I can hold up the cup and the milk and the cake. I can hold up these books and the fish on a rake. I can hold the toy ship and a little toy man. And look, with my tail I can hold a red fan. I can fan with the fan as I hop on the ball. But that is not all. Oh no, that is not all. That is what the cat said. Then he fell on his head. He came down with a bump from up there on the ball. And Sally and we saw all the things fall. And our fish came down too. He fell into a pot. He said, "Do I like this?" "Oh no, I do not." "This is not a good game," said our fish as he lit. "No, I do not like it, not one little bit." Why is the fish not happy with the cat in the hat? "Now look what you did," said the fish to the cat. "Now look at this house. Look at this, look at that. You sank our toy ship, sank it deep in the cake. You shook up our house, and you bent our new rake. You should not be here when our mother is not. You get out of this house," said the fish in the pot. "But I like to be here." "Oh, I like it a lot," said the cat in the hat. To the fish in the pot, "I will not go away. I do not wish to go." "And so," said the cat in the hat, so, "I will show you another good game that I know." And then he ran out, and then, fast as a fox, the cat in the hat came back in with a box. A big red wood box. It was shut with a hook. "Now look at this trick," said the cat. "Take a look." Then he got up on top with the tip of his hat. "I call this game Fun in a Box," said the cat. "In this box are two things. I will show to you now. You will like these two things," said the cat with a bow. How would you feel if the cat brought in some mysterious friends? Are you ready to meet them? I will pick up the hook. You will see something new. Two things, and I call them Thing 1 and Thing 2. These things will not bite you. They want to have fun. Then, out of the box, came Thing 2 and Thing 1, and they ran to us fast. They said, "How do you do? Would you like to shake hands with Thing 1 and Thing 2? And Sally and I did not know what to do. So we had to shake hands with Thing 1 and Thing 2. We shook their hands, but our fish said, "No, no! Those things should not be in this house. Make them go! They should not be here when your mother is not. Put them out! Put them out!" said the fish in the pot. "Have no fear, little fish," said the cat in the hat. "These things are good things." And he gave them a pat. "They are tame, oh so tame. They have come here to play. They will give you some fun on this wet, wet, wet day." "Now, here is a game that they like," said the cat. "They like to fly kites," said the cat in the hat. "No, not in the house," said the fish in the pot. "They should not fly kites in a house. They should not. Oh, the things they will bump. Oh, the things they will hit. Oh, I do not like it, not one little bit." Then Sally and I saw them run down the hall. We saw those two things bump their kites on the wall. Bump, thump, thump, bump. Down the wall in the hall. Thing 2 and Thing 1, they ran up, they ran down. On the string of one kite, we saw Mother's new gown. Her gown with the dots that are pink, white, and red. Then we saw one kite bump on the head of her bed. Then those things ran about with big bumps, jumps, and kicks. And with hops and big thumps. And all kinds of bad tricks. And I said, "I do not like the way that they play. If Mother could see this, oh, what would she say?" Then our fish said, "Look, look, and our fish shook with fear. "Your mother is on her way home. Do you hear? Oh, what will she do to us? What will she say? Oh, she will not like it. To find us this way." "So do something, fast," said the fish. "Do you hear? I saw her, your mother. Your mother is near. So, as fast as you can, think of something to do. You will have to get rid of thing 1 and thing 2. So, as fast as I could, I went after my net. And I said, with my net I can get them. I bet. With my net I can get those things yet. Then I let down my net. It came down with a plop, plop, and I had them, at last. Those 2 things had to stop. Then I said to the cat, "Now you do as I say. You pack up those things and you take them away." "Oh dear," said the cat, "you did not like our game. Oh dear. What a shame, what a shame, what a shame." Then he shut up the things in the box with the hook, and the cat went away with a sad kind of look. "That is good," said the fish. "He has gone away, yes, but your mother will come. She will find this big mess, and this mess is so big, and so deep, and so tall, we cannot pick it up. There is no way at all." "Oh no! How would you clean up such a big mess if it happened in your home?" And then, who was back in the house? Why, the cat. "Have no fear of this mess," said the Cat in the Hat. "I always pick up all my playthings. And so, I will show you another good trick that I know." Then we saw him pick up all the things that were down. He picked up the cake, and the rake, and the gown, and the milk, and the strings, and the books, and the dish, and the fan, and the cup, and the ship, and the fish, and he put them away. Then he said, "That is that." And then he was gone with the tip of his hat. Then our mother came in, and she said to us too,
"Did you have any fun? Tell me, what did you do?"
And Sally and I did not know what to say. Should we tell her the things that went on there that day? Should we tell her about it? Now, what should we do? Well, what would you do if your mother asked you? Lesson of the story. The story teaches us that while fun is important, we must also be responsible and make sure we clean up our messes, just like the Cat in the Hat does at the end. Fun fact: Dr. Seuss, whose real name was Theodore Seuss Geisel, wrote The Cat in the Hat in 1957 to help children learn how to read. He used just 236 different words to create this fun and whimsical story that has become a classic. Dr. Seuss was also known for his playful rhymes and imaginative characters, making his books favorites for both kids and adults. Knowledge check. What kind of day was it when the story began? Sunny and bright, snowy and cold, rainy and wet, or windy and cool? The answer is rainy and wet. Who were the 2 main children in the story? Jack and Jill, Sally and her brother, Tom and Mary, or Max and Ruby? The answer is Sally and her brother. What did the fish think about the Cat in the Hat? The fish was excited and happy, The fish was curious and interested, the fish was nervous and worried, or the fish ignored the cat? The answer is, the fish was nervous and worried. What tricks did the cat do that made a big mess? Played with a ball of yarn, juggled books, fish, and more while balancing on a ball, danced around the house, or baked a cake in the kitchen. The answer is juggled books, a fish, and more while balancing on a ball. Who were thing 1 and thing 2, and what did they do? There were pets that the cat brought to play fetch. There were mischievous characters who flew kites indoors and caused chaos. There were friendly robots that cleaned up the house. Or there were clowns that performed funny tricks. The answer is, there were mischievous characters who flew kites indoors and caused chaos. How did the children feel when their mother was about to come home? Excited to show what they did? Relaxed because the house was clean? Nervous because the house was a mess? Or happy because they had fun? The answer is, nervous because the house was a mess. What did the cat do before he left the house? Made an even bigger mess? Ate all the food in the kitchen? Cleaned up all the mess he made? Or played more games with the children? The answer is, cleaned up all the mess he made. Great job! The end. Our featured book today is The Cat in the Hat Comes Back by Dr. Seuss. Creatively read and adapted by Lorenzo. Please subscribe and help my channel grow. Stay tuned for a lesson of the story, fun fact, and knowledge check at the end of the story. The Cat in the Hat Comes Back. This was no time for play. This was no time for fun. This was no time for games. There was work to be done. All that deep, deep, deep snow. All that snow had to go. When our mother went down to the town for the day, she said,
"Somebody has to clean all this away. Somebody
has to. You see?"
Then she picked out 2 somebodies, Sally and me. Well, there we were. We were working like that. And then, who should come up but the Cat in the Hat? "Oh, oh!" Sally said. "Don't you talk to that cat. That cat is a bad one. That Cat in the Hat. He plays lots of bad tricks. Don't you let him come near. You know what he did the last time he was here." Do you think Sally and her brother will have fun now that the Cat in the Hat is back? "Play tricks?" laughed the cat. "Oh my! No, no, no. I just want to go in to get out of the snow." "Keep your mind on your work. You just stay there, you two. I will go in the house and find something to do." Then that cat went right in. He was up to no good. So I ran in after, as fast as I could. Do you know where I found him? You know where he was? He was eating a cake in the tub. Yes, he was. The hot water was on, and the cold water too. And I said to the cat, "What a bad thing to do." "But I like to eat cake in a tub," laughed the cat. "You should try it sometime," laughed the cat as he sat. And then I got mad. This was no time for fun. I said, "Cat, you get out. There is work to be done." I have no time for tricks. I must go back and dig. I can't have you in here eating cake like a pig. You get out of this house. We don't want you about. Then I shut off the water and let it run out. The water ran out, and then I saw the ring! A ring in the tub! And oh boy, what a thing! A big long pink cat ring. It looked like pink ink. And I said, will this ever come off? I don't think. Have no fear of that ring, laughed the Cat in the Hat. Why? I can take cat rings off tubs, just like that. Do you know how he did it? With Mother's white dress. Now the tub was all clean, but her dress was a mess. Oh no! The cat made a big mess. Do you think he can clean it up? Then Sally looked in. Sally saw the dress too. And Sally and I did not know what to do. We should work in the snow, but that dress, what a spot! It may never come off, Sally said. It may not! But the cat laughed. Ho, ho! I can make the spot go. The way I take spots off a dress is just so. See here, laughed the cat. It's not hard at all. The thing that takes spots off a dress is a wall. Then we saw the cat wipe the spot off the dress. Now the dress was all clean, but the wall, what a mess! Oh, wall spots, he laughed. Let me tell you some news. To take spots off a wall, all I need is 2 shoes. Whose shoes did he use? I looked and saw whose. And I said to the cat, this is very bad news. Now the spot is all over Dad's $10 shoes. But your dad will not know about that, said the cat. You will never find out, laughed the Cat in the Hat. His $10 shoes will have no spots at all. I will rub them right off on this rug in the hall. But now we have rug spots. I yelled, what a day! Rug spots! What next? Can you take them away? Don't ask me, he laughed. Why, you know that I can. Then he picked up the rug, and away the cat ran. I can clean up these rug spots before you count 3. No spots are too hard for a hat cat like me. He ran into Dad's bedroom, and then the cat said, it is good that your dad has the right kind of bed. Then he shook the rug. Crack! Now the bed had the spot, and all I could say was, now what, cat? Now what? But the cat just stood still. He just looked at the bed. This is not the right kind of a bed, the cat said. To take spots off this bed will be hard, said the cat. I can't do it alone, said the Cat in the Hat. It is good I have someone to help me, he said, right here in my hat, on the top of my head. It is good that I have him here with me today. He helps me a lot. This is Little Cat A. And then Little Cat A took the hat off his head. It is good I have someone to help me, he said. This is Little Cat B, and I keep him about, and when I need help, then I let him come out. And then B said, I think we need Little Cat C. That spot is too much for the A cat and me. But now, have no fear. We will clean it away. The 3 of us, Little Cat B, C, and A. Come on, take it away, yelled Little Cat A. I will hit that old spot with this broom. Do you see? It comes off the old bed. It goes on the TV. And then Little Cat B cleaned up the TV. He cleaned it with milk. put the spot in a pan, and then C blew it out of the house with a fan. But look where it went, I said. Look where it blew. You blew the mess out of the house. That is true. But now you made snow spots. You can't let them stay. Let us think about that now, said C, B, and A. With some help we can do it, said little cat C. Then pop! On his head, we saw little cat D. Then pop, pop, pop. Little cats E, F, and G. We will clean up that snow if it takes us all day. If it takes us all night, we will clean it away, said little cats G, F, E, D, C, B, A.
Wow, so many little cats. Will they help or make a bigger mess?
They ran out of the house then, and we ran out too, and the big cat laughed. Now you will see something new. My cats are all clever. My cats are good shots. My cats have good guns. They will kill all those spots. But this did not look very clever to me. Kill snow spots with pop guns? That just could not be. All this does is make more spots. We yelled at the cat. Your cats are no good. Put them back in your hat. Take your little cats G, F, E, D, C, B, A. Put them back in your hat, and you take them away. Oh no, said the cat. All they need is more help. Help is all that they need. So keep still and don't yelp. Then little cat G took the hat off his head. I have little cat H here to help us, he said. Little cats H, I, J, K, L, and M. But our work is so hard. We must have more than them. We need little cat N. We need O. We need P. We need little cats Q, R, S, T, U, and V. Come on, kill those spots. Kill the mess, yelled the cats. And they jumped at the snow with long rakes and red bats. They put it in pails, and they made high pink hills. Pink snowmen, pink snowballs, and little pink pills. Oh, the things that they did, and they did them so hard. It was all one big spot now, all over the yard. But the big cat stood there, and he said, "This is good. This is what they should do." And I knew that they would. With a little more help, all the work will be done. They need one more cat, and I know just the one. Look close. In my hand, I have little cat V. On his head are cats W, X, Y, and Z. Z is too small to see, so don't try, you cannot. But Z is the cat who will clean up that spot.
What do you think is in little cat Z's hat? Can it clean everything?
Now here is the Z. You can't see, said the cat. And I bet you can't guess what he has in his hat. He has something called Voom. Voom is so hard to get. You never saw anything like it, I bet. Why, Voom cleans up anything, clean as can be. Then he yelled, "Take your hat off now, little cat Z. Take the Voom off your head. Make it clean up the snow. Hurry, you little cat. 1, 2, 3, go!" Then the Voom, it went boom! And oh boy, what a Voom! Now don't ask me what Voom is. I never will know. But boy, let me tell you, it does clean up snow. So you see, laughed the cat, now your snow is all white. Now your work is all done. Now your house is all right. And you know where my little cats are? Said the cat. That Voom blew my little cats back in my hat. And so, if you ever have spots now and then, I will be very happy to come here again. with little cats A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, and O, P, and Q, R, S, T, and cat U, and cat V, and little cats W, X, Y, and Z. Lesson of the story. Sometimes things get harder before they get better. But if you keep trying and use your imagination, you can solve even the biggest problems. Just like the cat in the hat, remember, it's important to clean up your own mess. Fun fact. Did you know that Dr. Seuss wrote The Cat in the Hat Comes Back as a sequel to The Cat in the Hat? In this book, Dr. Seuss uses the alphabet, introducing little cats A to Z to help children learn in a fun and creative way. It's full of rhyming words and simple language to make reading easier and more fun. Knowledge check. What was the first mess the Cat in the Hat made in the story? He left dirty footprints on the floor. He created a pink ring in the bathtub. He spilled cake all over the house. Or he knocked over a vase. The answer is, he created a pink ring in the bathtub. How did the Cat in the Hat try to clean the pink ring in the tub? With soap and water, with a mop, with mother's white dress, or with a broom? The answer is, with mother's white dress. What did the Cat in the Hat use to clean the spot off the rug? Milk, a broom, a towel, or Dad's shoes? The answer is Dad's shoes. Who helped the Cat in the Hat clean up the mess? Sally and her brother, little cats A, B, C, and more, the dog, or the fish? The answer is little cats A, B, C, and more. What finally cleaned up all the mess in the snow at the end of the story? Little cat Z with broom, the kids, the mother, or a big mop? The answer is little cat Z with broom. Great job! The end. Our featured book today is Fox in Socks by Dr. Seuss. Creatively read and adapted by Lorenzo. This is a book you read aloud to find out just how smart your tongue is. The first time you read it, don't go fast. This fox is a tricky fox. He'll try to get your tongue in trouble. Take it slowly. This book is dangerous. Fox in Socks. Fox. Socks. Box. Knocks. Knocks in box. Fox in socks. Knocks on fox in socks in box. Do you think you can keep up with Fox in Socks? Or will he twist your tongue in knots? Let's see how tricky this fox really is. Socks on knocks and knocks in box. Fox in socks on box on knocks. Chicks with bricks come. Chicks with blocks come. Chicks with bricks and blocks and clocks come. Look, sir. Look, sir. Mr. Knox, sir. Let's do tricks with bricks and blocks, sir. Let's do tricks with chicks and clocks, sir. First, I'll make a quick trick brick stack. Then I'll make a quick trick block stack. You can make a quick trick chick stack. You can make a quick trick clock stack. Ready to test how fast your tongue can go? Or will you need to take it slow? And here's a new trick, Mr. Knox. Socks on chicks and chicks on fox. Fox on clocks on bricks and blocks. Bricks and blocks on knocks on box. Now we come to ticks and talks, sir. Try to say this, Mr. Knox, sir. Clocks on fox, tick. Clocks on knocks, talk. Sick bricks, tick. Sick chicks, talk. Please, sir, I don't like this trick, sir. My tongue isn't quick or slick, sir. I get all those ticks and clocks, sir, mixed up with the chicks and talks, sir. I can't do it, Mr. Fox, sir. I'm so sorry, Mr. Knox, sir. Here's an easy game to play. Here's an easy thing to say. New socks, two socks. Whose socks? Sue's socks. Are you up for more tongue-twisting words? I bet you are. Here's more fun and even harder words to read. Let's see if you can keep up. Who sews whose socks? Sue sews Sue's socks. Who sees who sew whose new socks, sir? You see, Sue sews Sue's new socks, sir. That's not easy, Mr. Fox, sir. Who comes? Crow comes. Slow Joe Crow comes. Who sews Crow's clothes? Sue sews Crow's clothes. Slow Joe Crow sews whose clothes? Sue's clothes. Sue sews socks of fox in socks now. Slow Joe Crow sews knocks in box now. Sue sews rose on Slow Joe Crow's clothes. Fox sews hose on Slow Joe Crow's nose. Hose goes, rose goes. Nose hose goes some. Rose grows some. Mr. Fox, I hate this game, sir. This game makes my tongue quite lame, sir. Mr. Knox, sir. What a shame, sir. We'll find something new to do now. Here's lots of new blue goo now. New goo, blue goo, gooey, gooey, blue goo, new goo, gluey, gluey, gooey goo for chewy chewing. That's what that goo goose is doing. Do you choose to chew goo too, sir? If sir, you sir, choose to chew, sir, with the goo goose chew, sir, do, sir. Mr. Fox, sir, I won't do it. I can't say it. I won't chew it. Very well, sir. Step this way. We'll find another game to play. Do you think Fox is being too persistent when Mr. Knox says he hates the game? Let's see what happens next. Bim comes. Ben comes. Bim brings Ben broom. Ben brings Bim broom. Ben bends Bim's broom. Bim bends Ben's broom. Bim's bends. Ben's bends. Ben's bent broom breaks. Bim's bent broom breaks. Ben's band. Bim's band. Big bands. Pig bands. Bim and Ben lead bands with brooms. Ben's band bangs, and Bim's band booms. Pig band, boom band, big band, broom band. My poor mouth can't say that. No, sir. My poor mouth is much too slow, sir. Well then, bring your mouth this way. I'll find it something it can say. Luke Luck likes lakes. Luke's duck likes lakes. Luke Luck licks lakes. Luke's duck licks lakes. Duck takes licks in lakes Luke Luck likes. Luke Luck takes licks in lakes Duck likes. I can't blab such blibber blubber. My tongue isn't made of rubber. Mr. Knox, now. Come now. Come now. You don't have to be so dumb now. Try to say this, Mr. Knox. Please. Through 3 cheese trees, 3 free fleas flew. While these fleas flew, breezy breeze blew. Breezy breeze made these 3 trees freeze. Breezy trees made these trees cheese freeze. That's what made these 3 free fleas sneeze. Stop it! Stop it! That's enough, sir! I can't say such silly stuff, sir. Very well, then, Mr. Knox, sir. Let's have a little talk about Tweedle Beetles. How's your tongue doing? Are you having fun reading all these tongue-twisting words? Let's see if your tongue is still up for the last bit of this tricky story. What do you know about Tweedle Beetles? Well, when Tweedle Beetles fight, it's called a Tweedle Beetle battle. And when they battle in a puddle, it's a Tweedle Beetle puddle battle. And when Tweedle Beetles battle with paddles in a puddle, they call it a Tweedle Beetle puddle paddle battle. And when beetles battle beetles in a puddle paddle battle, and the beetle battle puddle is a puddle in a bottle, they call this a Tweedle Beetle bottle puddle paddle battle muddle. And when beetles fight these battles in a bottle with their paddles, and the bottle's on a poodle, and the poodle's eating noodles, they call this a muddle puddle tweedle poodle beetle noodle bottle paddle battle. And now wait a minute, Mr. Socks Fox. When a fox is in the bottle where the Tweedle Beetles battle with their paddles in a puddle on a noodle-eating poodle, this is what they call a Tweedle Beetle noodle poodle bottle paddled muddle duddled fuddled wuddled fox and socks, sir. Fox and socks, our game is done, sir. Thank you for a lot of fun, sir. Now, is your tongue numb? Lesson of the story. Fox and Socks teaches us that sometimes things might be tricky, but with patience and practice, we can overcome even the toughest challenges. Whether it's a tricky word or a tongue twister, the key is to take it slowly and have fun along the way. Fun fact. Did you know that tongue twisters, like the ones in Fox and Socks, are used by actors and public speakers to improve their pronunciation and diction? Phrases like "sick, sick, bricks tick" and "luck likes lakes" are not only fun to say, but also help exercise the muscles in your mouth, making your speech clearer. The next time you try to say Tweedle Beetle Puddle Paddle Battle, remember, you're also giving your tongue a workout. Knowledge check. What does Fox want Knox to do with bricks and blocks? Build a tower, make a quick trick stack, play a game, or throw them away? The answer is make a quick trick stack. Who sews socks for the fox? Mr. Knox, Slow Joe Crow, Sue, or Fox sews his own socks? The answer is Sue. What happens when the Goo Goose chews goo? It turns blue, it turns sticky, it turns chewy, or it disappears? The answer is it turns chewy. Which animal likes lakes? Fox, Knox, Luke Luck's duck, or Slow Joe Crow? The answer is Luke Luck's duck. What do the Tweedle Beetles battle with? Paddles, bricks, socks, or sticks? The answer is paddles. What happens at the end of the story? Knox wins the game, Fox gets stuck in the bottle, the game is done and they have fun, or they start a new game. The answer is, the game is done, and they have fun. Great job! The end. Our featured book today is Green Eggs and Ham by Dr. Seuss. Creatively read and adapted by Lorenzo. Please subscribe and help my channel grow. Would you try something like green eggs and ham, even if it looks a little strange?
Stay tuned at the end of the story.
Green Eggs and Ham. I am Sam. I am Sam. Sam I am. That's Sam I am. That's Sam I am. I do not like that Sam I am. Do you like green eggs and ham? I do not like them, Sam I am. I do not like green eggs and ham. Would you like them here or there? I would not like them here or there. I would not like them anywhere. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam I am. Would you like them in a house? Would you like them with a mouse? I do not like them in a house. I do not like them with a mouse. I do not like them here or there. I do not like them anywhere. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam I am.
Have you ever decided not to try something before you even know what it tastes like?
Would you eat them in a box? Would you eat them with a fox? Not in a box, not with a fox. Not in a house, not with a mouse. I would not eat them here or there. I would not eat them anywhere. I would not eat green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam I am. Would you? Could you? In a car? Eat them, eat them. Here they are. I would not, could not, in a car. You may like them, you will see. You may like them in a tree. I would not, could not, in a tree. Not in a car, you let me be. I do not like them in a box. I do not like them with a fox. I do not like them in a house. I do not like them with a mouse. I do not like them here or there. I do not like them anywhere. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam I am. A train, a train, a train, a train. Could you? Would you? On a train? Not on a train, not in a tree, not in a car. Sam, let me be. I would not, could not, in a box. I could not, would not, with a fox. I will not eat them with a mouse. I will not eat them in a house. I will not eat them here or there. I will not eat them anywhere. I do not eat green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam I am. Say, in the dark, here in the dark. Would you, could you, in the dark? I would not, could not, in the dark. Why do you think he is so determined not to try green eggs and ham? Would you, could you, in the rain? I would not, could not, in the rain. Not in the dark, not on a train, not in a car, not in a tree. I do not like them, Sam, you see. Not in a house, not in a box, not with a mouse, not with a fox. I will not eat them here or there. I do not like them anywhere. You do not like green eggs and ham? I do not like them, Sam I am. Could you, would you, with a goat? I would not, could not, with a goat. Would you, could you, on a boat? I could not, would not, on a boat. I will not, will not, with a goat. I will not eat them in the rain. I will not eat them on a train. Not in the dark, not in a tree, not in a car, you let me be. I do not like them in a box. I do not like them with a fox. I will not eat them in a house. I do not like them with a mouse. I do not like them here or there. I do not like them anywhere. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam I am. You do not like them, so you say. Try them, and you may. Try them, and you may, I say. Sam, if you will let me be, I will try them, you will see.
Do you think he will like green eggs and ham once he tries them? What do you think will happen?
Say, I like green eggs and ham. I do. I like them. Sam I am. And I would eat them in a boat. And I would eat them with a goat. And I will eat them in the rain. And in the dark. And on a train. And in a car. And in a tree. They are so good, you see. So, I will eat them in a box. And I will eat them with a fox. And I will eat them in a house. And I will eat them with a mouse. And I will eat them here and there. Say, I will eat them anywhere. I do so like green eggs and ham. Thank you, Sam I am. Lesson of the story. The lesson of the story is to always be open to trying new things. Sometimes we don't know if we like something until we give it a chance. Just like Sam's friend did with green eggs and ham. Fun fact, did you know Green Eggs and Ham was written using only 50 different words? Dr. Seuss was challenged to write a book with fewer words, and this amazing story was the result. Knowledge check. What food does Sam I Am want his friend to try? Green pancakes, green eggs and ham, green apples, or green beans? The answer is green eggs and ham. What does Sam I Am not offer to eat green eggs and ham? In a tree, in a car, in a boat, or in a park? The answer is in a park. What happens when the friend finally tries green eggs and ham? He doesn't like them, he says they taste strange, he likes them, or he gives them back to Sam? The answer is, he likes them. Who is the friend that doesn't like green eggs and ham at first? Sam, Sam's friend, the fox, or the mouse? The answer is Sam's friend. What is the main lesson of the story? Never eat green eggs, be open to trying new things, always say no to new ideas, or eat healthy food. The answer is be open to trying new things. Great job! The end. Please subscribe for more fun and exciting Read Aloud videos on Storytime with Lorenzo. Thanks for watching! If you like this video, like and subscribe!